Detroit is a city transforming itself in a time of financial crisis. Providing public safety is a daily battle fought by the police, fire department, EMS, and Homeland Security.
Police, get on the ground, get on the ground!
We have you around.
Sworn to protect and serve our citizens, we will look into the mission of these dedicated men and women who are facing challenges 24 hours a day, being on duty in Detroit.
Police, what's his hand? Go!
On the scene was stretching out an occupied apartment building. Fire showing on the third floor. Send me an extra engine for manpower, extra engine for red. The Chief 60 out 4 engines struck in the squad.
In 1967, Detroit became a war zone, with a riot that swept through the city resulting in 43 deaths, 467 injured, over 7,000 arrests, and more than 2,000 buildings destroyed. Since then, Detroit has developed a notorious reputation for violence, being labeled the murder capital and most dangerous city in the United States.
In recent weeks, Detroit police have been seen busting down the doors of crack houses, waging a very visible war against cocaine.
In 1987, Detroit's homicide rate peaked to its highest point ever with 686 killings. Down to nearly half in 2012, the city recorded 386 criminal homicides. Shootings involving black males under the age of 30 accounted for over 86% of the murders. The Detroit Police Department's Homicide Unit, also known as DPD's Criminal Investigation Bureau, or CIB, is ground zero in the fight to solve murders here in Detroit. Inspector Dwayne Blackman has been with DPD for 27 years, starting as an officer on foot patrol, walking a beat, and now leading Detroit's homicide investigations. Inside CIB, Inspector Blackman explains some of the work involved in solving murder cases.
No one is born to be a murderer. That's not, I don't believe that. I don't believe anyone's born to commit murder. But at some point through their childhood, some point through their teenage years, and their adult ages, the situations present themselves to put them in a position that this is their only option. This is the only thing they believe is their way of either by the means of making money or means of surviving or whatever the case may be. This could be a just continuous, non-ending cycle of perpetrators and victims, At some point, we need to address why they're perpetrators and why they are victims. And at what point in their lives did their lifestyle change to where they became either a victim or a perpetrator?
Victims like, man, stop playing, so they struggle over the gun. Then one of the other guys that was with the shooter intervenes because The victim is overpowering the gun, and he sees the gun being turned onto the shooter, so he intervenes, grabs the victim, grabs the shooter, push him apart. Shooter says, "Man, this." Pow, 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 pow. Hits my Vic. The Vic runs, collapses, and dies.
What was it that they expected to get from this guy?
Maybe he had some money.
Yeah, but I mean, like what? I mean, you know, serious.
Well, you know, they didn't care. They didn't care what kind of money he had.
That's my point. I mean,
whatever money he had, they just
they made a decision to rob the next person they see, but they don't take in consideration whether this person even got any money.
Nope.
So I'm gonna shoot. I end up shooting and killing you for a robbery that never took place.
Never took place because they never got anything from
Right.
the guy.
And how much money did he really actually have on him?
$13.55.
That's my point. He just went to McDonald's for his girlfriend. He ain't had no money, but I'm preying on a person who got probably less money than I even got in my pocket. I guess, you know, no harm, no foul. It's just, you know.
They said that they didn't know she was dead until he called her yesterday.
Well, what's good about it, at least she did come and tell you the truth.
Right.
We try to establish what the motive is, and the reason why we want to do that is that it allows us to look at a case, study the case, investigate the case, and see what the reasons why this occurred. Motive and opportunity. So if you know why it occurred, then you may know the likelihood of who would have done it because of that. So we look at various motives and ranging from accidents, anger, argument, domestic, drug-related, negligence, retaliation, robbery. And then we have one that I don't like to use, but sometimes we have to, and that's unknown. Sometimes these cases that we get involved, we can't explain why it occurred. You know, we do what we call a victimology. So we look at the victim and we try to go through the victim's life to find out why would someone target him or her to become a homicide victim. Sometimes family members believe that we are judgmental, and that's farther from the case. I mean, some individuals may be involved with drugs, some individuals may be involved with some other types of illegal activity. And so we ask them, you know, and they will maybe take offense to the fact that, you know, why would you want to bring that up and you know, kind of bring some negative light to my loved one's life. But it's not to try to make that person seem like they are a bad individual, because what we have to be able to do is to determine why did that person become a target? What was it about their lifestyle that put them in a position to become a homicide victim?
One girl, the one witness, stated that Mr. the guy that supposedly tried to break up the fight but helped his boy, went up to the victim, was like, "Man, you might as well just give it up, man, just give it up." So that's in her statement.
Right.
And of course, he denied that he ever said it. He said he didn't say that.
Causing someone to be in the hospital by the hands of someone else is not a normal occurrence. And that is the mentality that needs to be permeated throughout the city. And therein lies one of our biggest issues, is that the taking of a life, the shooting of another, the assaulting of another, is somewhat norm to certain people. It's a culture that doesn't see that as being something that is unnatural.
Maybe even a good thing.
Yeah, maybe sometimes it's a good thing. You know, and until that type of mentality is changed, we're going to have these consistent homicides and assaults and shootings, because if I can shoot you without any, you know, recourse or feeling any type of guilt about it, then I'm gonna shoot the next person like the same way, and the next person. And at some point, maybe I'll kill the person. You know, and it becomes a normal occurrence for me. But what should not be normal is society shouldn't look at it and saying it's normal.
Many measures have been enacted by Mayor Dave Bing, who has been actively working to bring down the alarming number of shooting deaths in Detroit. Some of those efforts include gun buyback programs, increased felony raids, mentoring programs involving Detroit youth, programs involving ex-offenders and prison inmates, safe routes to school programs, and dangerous property board-ups and demolitions, all in effort to transform Detroit by keeping public safety a top priority.
This is really the beginning of the Active and Safe campaign, where we've been working for the last several months trying to go out to foundations and businesses and individuals to get them involved and committed to helping us make our city safe again. Our goal is to raise $50 million over the next year or so. And we've been very fortunate up to this point where we have either hard dollars or commitments to the tune of about $15 million. And that is to support our public safety individuals, both in the police, the fire, EMS, Homeland Security, and also our recreation centers.
My name's Reggie. Just recently, my wife and I took in her sister's children. Now, we already had 4, so I went from becoming a family man to a man with a bigger family. Now, you can't eat love, so I don't know how I'm gonna feed them tonight. How was that, Reg?
I think I look more like Denzel.
That's cold, man.
Play a role in ending hunger. Visit feedingamerica.org/hunger and find your local food bank.
The first day stepping on the court, I couldn't keep up. That motivated me to step up my game. When I reach a goal, I set a new one the next day. And my next goal is to go to college. Mastering the court takes persistence. So does getting into college. I've got what it takes. So do you.
Hello, I'm Investigator Brian Fountain with Detroit Police Community Services. And on today's show, we take a look at car vandalism prevention. Events that draw large crowds of people also draw criminal elements, but I can show you some ways to help you prevent your car from being vandalized. First and foremost, anything that you need to put in your trunk should be done before driving your vehicle. Never pull up to any location and put items into your trunk. You never know who may be watching and waiting for a target. Here we see a woman putting things that look like they could be valuable from inside her car into the trunk and never stopping to notice that she is being watched and being targeted. Remove all valuables from view because a criminal is going to walk down the street and he's going to peer into every car, and when he sees that incidental change or that empty briefcase on the back seat, what is he going to do? Now you're saying to yourself, incidental change? Well, this person may have a drug abuse problem. To you, it might not have any value, but to a person who has a drug abuse problem, that incidental change is very, very valuable. Remember, what you can see while peering into the car, they can see. The best thing to do is to keep your vehicle free of any visible items. Always park your car inside an attendant lot when possible. If the lot is full, is there any legal street parking within view of the attendant lot? Never park your car on a secluded side street with abandoned homes and vacant lots with high weeds. Natural surveillance is important to street criminals. They do not want to be seen by people who live nearby and may call the police. You're saying, what is natural surveillance? Natural surveillance is when the neighborhood can see you. It's neighborhood watch. It's people inside homes looking out to see what the criminals are doing. If you're driving down a side street and you're looking for a spot to park and you see a lot of broken glass on that side street, maybe that's a sign you shouldn't park your car on that side street. No matter what make or model of your vehicle, all can be accessed by determined thieves who will probably just break your window out, reach in and grab whatever they see. Some cars can even have the trunk released from the inside, allowing a thief to steal from your locked trunk. Keeping your car free of any items and not visibly transferring items from the car to the trunk can help keep it from being targeted. Another thing that I want you to always keep in mind is that criminals are out here stealing catalytic converters, which is a part of a vehicle's exhaust system. These are items a lot of people who are not mechanically inclined may be unaware of until their vehicle is stripped by those looking to sell the converters to scrap metal yards. Thieves simply crawl under the vehicle and using a battery-powered saw or bolt cutters, they can cut the catalytic converter free from your vehicle in just a few minutes, costing you hundreds, up to thousands of dollars in repairs. Owners of SUVs and trucks are especially vulnerable because of those vehicles being higher off the ground, making them easier to get underneath. Keeping your car parked in a secure, attended, well-populated, and well-illuminated area is your best advantage against this type of crime. You have to park your car either in an attended lot or a lot that has some type of security. If you're going to park your vehicle at night, make sure that lot is well illuminated. Finding a free parking space is not worth the risk of paying hundreds in insurance costs or thousands in repairs. On top of that, you will be inconvenienced and feel violated having your belongings lost to a theft that could have been prevented. Besides having your vehicle locked and equipped with an alarm, visible labels or lights indicating that your car has a vehicle protection system can reduce the risk of having your property damaged or stolen. Remove all valuables from your vehicle whenever possible, even such items as incidental change, electronic equipment, sunglasses, CDs, tools, umbrellas, bags, and the such. Or even an empty briefcase or tote bag left on the rear floor are too tempting for some thieves. Again, to deter thieves looking for quick and easy access to your vehicle, try to follow these steps. Put items in trunks before driving away. Park in a secluded or attended lot if possible. Keep your vehicle's interior free of all items. Don't park in a dark or abandoned area, and pay attention to your surroundings when parking. There are many other methods criminals use besides these shown today. But to reduce the chances of you being victimized, we will be exposing a lot of their strategies here on this show. Watch for upcoming episodes where we look into some of the crimes we are facing and actively trying to prevent, such as home invasions, carjackings, robberies, frauds, and violent crimes in the city. Just remember, becoming aware and staying alert can help you and your property remain safe and protected. I'm Investigator Brian Fountain, helping you to stay street smart in Detroit.
Thank you for calling your GED Pep Talk Center. All right, now, are you ready for your GED Pep Talk?
Being nervous is okay. It just shows that you're serious about getting your diploma.
All right, listen, we all need a little nudge sometimes. I don't function without coffee in the morning, but it is going to take more than a double mochaccino to help you here.
A lot of things are scary. Heck, I'm scared of clowns.
No quiero ir. Danny, no lo puedo hacer. Quiero ir. Danny, lo voy a hacer.
DMC, liking your pep talk style.
Just keeping it real, Debs. Just keeping it real.
Louder! Louder! I'm gonna get my GED! Come on! Get your GED!
Whatever motivation you need, we've got a pep talk for you. Get your GED pep talk and find free classes at yourged.org.
Went here, went there, did a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Hey, Ash, what's up? Man, my schedule sucks.
Yes. I got this brown 6-hour.
You ain't gonna hit me, yo! You ain't gonna hit me! Stop it! Boy! They're going! All right! Get up! Let's go! No!
Man, you can't even walk down the hall without some mess going on. I'm sick of this crap.
I know, right? Somebody is always fighting over nothing.
I hope this won't be like last year.
Wait, you mean last year when Jamal was jumped at the bus stop after school?
Yeah, nobody even helped him or nothing.
Actually, isn't Jamal your little brother? Yeah, and he laid there for like 10 minutes before I got there to help him. And
Afterwards, he told on the boys. Me and your brother is a snitch.
A snitch? Gary, they attacked him. What if it was your little brother? What would you have done? Shonda, what do we talk to about people smoking weed in the bathrooms and stuff? What?
Yeah, the toilets are flooded, the mirrors are busted, and there's graffiti all over the walls.
Look, I'm already late, but if you really want to talk to someone, try Miss Caraba, second floor counseling.
What are you doing in here, Gary?
I'm your big brother. So the question is, what are you doing in here?
Miss Caraba,
Pass. Where your pass?
I don't have a pass, but I have a problem, and I was told to come and talk to you.
About?
Well, there's graffiti in the girls' bathroom, and then there was 2 girls.
That's your big problem? You come here so you can go snitching on people?
Gary, the 2 girls.
I don't care what they were doing. You mind yours and keep your mouth shut.
Gary.
I need to leave. Bye, Miss C. Bye, snitch.
You think it's cool to snitch on seniors? You think you heard about telling? You like sticking your nose where it don't belong? Why my name coming out your mouth first?
Real talk, y'all need to stop. She's just a freshman. She doesn't even know you.
Just teaching lessons, you want one?
Not looking for a fight, especially since I just called security. You want to get AT for fighting? That's your call.
I could have taken them.
That's not the point. You fight them, then what? They send their crew after you, you send your friends after them. Is that what you want? I want to get my diploma and get out of here. And all idiots like that do is make my life harder.
And what if they come after you for snitching like they did her?
So I should just sit back and let this place fall apart? There are authorities here for a reason. If I fight every time I have a problem, then when do I stop fighting? And quit calling it snitching. If you're going out of your way to get someone in trouble, that's one thing. But this is protecting yourself and what's yours. Either you decide what you want this school to be, or they do.
I heard about what happened. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm alright. Gary, what about you?
I'm straight. My bad for earlier. You're right. I was just tripping.
It's cool. Look, Shanta and I have to go, but remember, it never hurts to protect yourself.
What's this? The number to Crime Stoppers.
Crime? Seriously?
Yeah, Gary, crime. Some of what goes on here. We're not talking about school rules anymore. Assault is a crime. Theft, destroying property, those are crimes. You can either sit back and leave things the way they are now, or stand up and try to make them the way you want them to be. It's your school. You decide.
Hi. Crime Stoppers? Yes, and I have an issue.
Please, whoever hear this message, just come forward. I don't have no animosity towards you. I really don't. But I just want to know why you want to come to my house and kill my child. And he was dead. Just kill my baby.
to know that somebody just shot him in cold blood, you know, is unacceptable, you know, to me and my family. And we just looking for some closure.
My daughter is suffering enormously from this. Just the other day, it seems like it just really sunk in. And she's like, I'm not gonna have a daddy anymore. Who's gonna be my daddy now?
To be shot in the bed, unarmed, in the head, is just savage. It's beyond words.
I kept him with me so long. And when I finally let him go, you just killed him.
They weren't animals. They were people. They were loved. And we loved them dearly. You had no right to take them away.
Every day go back, it gets worse and worse. It don't get better. And my mother and me and the other family victims, we having such a hard time. We can't sleep, we can't eat, we can't do nothing. We need help.
He smiled like, I ain't gonna never see that again, and I missed that. And ain't none of this gonna bring my brother back. But he ain't deserve this, but he do deserve closure.
I have accepted the fact that my son is gone. But I hope that with the public help, that we can get some tips so I don't have to accept the fact that I don't know why.
Crime Stoppers offers a reward of up to $2,500 for information leading to a homicide arrest and up to $1,000 for information leading to an arrest in a felony crime. Crime Stoppers is absolutely anonymous, and all rewards are paid in cash. Anyone with information regarding crimes is urged to call 1-800-SPEAK-UP or visit Crime Stoppers online at www.1-800-SPEAKUP.org. You can also text Crime Stoppers by sending a text message with tip information to CRIMES. The number is 274637.